Alright, what's going on guys? Gino checking back in for another video today, and the day has arrived guys. The last day of this lean bulk of the lean gains series. So I'm going to start this video off with doing a little quick physique update to kind of show you guys where I'm at right now. Kind of as a starting point for the cut that I'm going to start tomorrow. So let's begin.
This is a Homage beat.
Alright, one thing I always still do every morning upon waking up, going to the bathroom, weighing myself, etc. is chugging this jug of water. It's so important to get hydrated, especially when you just woke up and you're in a kind of dehydrated state because you have slept for 8 hours, or maybe even 9, or maybe even longer, maybe even shorter, who knows. And you're really dehydrated because you didn't drink any water. And especially for your morning people who work out pretty much in a few hours after you've woken up, it's really important to get enough water in. So I advise you to at least drink a liter upon waking up, or at least try to gradually get the water in at least a liter or something upon waking up. Because being in a hydrated state before your training and during your training obviously only have the benefits of you feeling better, the weight moving up better, your joints, your muscles feeling better, etc. So try it out if you don't do it already.
This is a Homage beat.
Alright, so my breakfast of the day, as usual, is still the bowl of all bran, a Nutella sandwich, water to get hydrated, and some coffee. And I'm gonna eat my breakfast, drink my coffee, and then study for the test that I have tomorrow, my final exam until June, I believe. Very excited to be almost finished, you know. Hot. So I'm drinking my pre-workout coffee right now. Lately I've been switching to coffee instead of caffeine capsules or pills. I was noticing that the caffeine capsules or pills contained a little bit too much caffeine for my liking. So I noticed that I was feeling a little bit anxious or something, I don't know. It didn't really feel that well, to be honest. One of the side effects of having too much caffeine in your system is that you'll feel anxious or too hyped up, that you're not feeling that comfortable. So right now I'm just sticking to a double pad coffee. So 2 cups of coffee in 1 cup. If you know what I'm saying. I have a way better focus, and I'm more focused on my workout instead of everything that's going on around me, which would have been the case if I took a caffeine capsule or pill. Alright, I wanted to kind of guide you guys through one of my lower body workouts. Now this workout, as you can see, I did the sumo deadlift as my compound movement. Now I have 2 lower body days. Now, on Tuesdays I do my squat workout, and on Saturdays I do my sumo deadlift workout. Now, the only difference is that on my squat days the accessory movements will be more focused towards hamstring movements, but not limited to just hamstring movements. So I'll do some quad work along the side. And on my sumo deadlift days, which is this day that you're seeing right now, the rest of the accessory work will be more focused towards quad movements, but not limited to just quad work, so some hamstring work as well. Typically on these compound movements I work in the 5 set range, with the reps varying from 5 sets of 3, 5 sets of 5 and 5 sets of 7. Now, on these movements I try to add about 2.5 kilograms or 5 pounds every time to keep using progressive overload on these compound lifts. I've been doing this for a few years now, and it has worked wonders for my strength, as well as muscle gain, of course, because you're utilizing progressive overload. Right, then after the sumo deadlifts I did the leg press. Now, like I said, I like to focus on quad work after my sumo deadlifts, since deadlifts are more posterior chain focused, which is the back side of your body. I typically do 3 sets or 4 sets, with the reps ranging from 10 to 15. Now, me personally, I don't really like to go overly heavy on the leg press, so I just stick to 6 plates in total, or maybe a bit more like you're seeing in this workout, and perform it in a controlled manner. And then I moved on to the seated hamstring curls. I used to never feel this exercise, but my buddy Ching helped me through it with the setup and everything, and ever since I've fallen in love with this exercise. Now, a tip on this exercise that I'd like to give you guys is try to keep your feet in a plantar flexion. This means pointing your feet forward instead of up towards the ceiling, which you normally would do. Now, what this does is take the gastrocnemius or calf muscle out of the equation and lets you isolate more of the hamstrings. Now, the weight will obviously feel heavier, but it's way more effective. Alright, now pay attention, because I found a way to hack the hyperextension machine into a glute ham raise machine. Put the machine on the lowest setting so that you can easily bend over the machine. Put your feet against the platform, against the top of the cushions, and when at the top, try to emulate doing a leg curl. And that's the main function of this exercise. The eccentric emulates hip extension, which you would have during a deadlift or a stiff-legged deadlift. And the concentric emulates hamstring flexion, which is basically like the same as a leg curl. Doing this gives you the best of both worlds when it comes to hamstring training, because you're utilizing both of the functions of the hamstring, which is, like I said, hamstring flexion and hip extension. Alright, try it out guys and let me know what you think. Alright guys, my favorite go-to post-workout meal I have right here is a bowl of quark with some blueberries and some oatmeal cookie that I mixed in. You know, those all natural oatmeal cookies that don't have any added sugars in them, so it's basically just oatmeal in the solid form. Alright guys, and this is the end of my bulk. I've been on this bulk for almost a year, I think. I started in April last year, I believe, April of 2016, and it's now almost April, so I'm counting it as a year. It's probably like 11 months and a few days, but yeah. I've made tons of progress in this year of bulking. Also had some minor injuries that I normally never had, but you know, worked around it and they healed. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop 500 calories from the point that I'm at right now, which is 34 or 3300 or something like that, somewhere in between. So I'm going to start the cut at 2800 calories. I know for myself that I don't really need to drop calories that drastically low. for me to lose fat, because the cut last year ended at around 2600 and I got pretty damn shredded on that cut. So I'm going to drop to 2800 and do that for a week, see what my weight does, what my body fat does, and then change from there. Alright, so by this I want to conclude this series. I really hope you guys enjoyed the series. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and want to see so much more content coming really soon. I'm out, guys, and peace out.